Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing great. Here we speak about spiritual guidance, spiritual coaching, law of attraction, and everyday life, tarot and astrology. Welcome. Today I woke up and I said today I would like to share with my viewers a topic of not losing oneself. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this subject is, especially with women or any individual, feminine energy or masculine energy, when we are working in a position of leadership, it is really hard to not to, you can actually lose yourself when you're working for a company and you're striving and you put your whole life and energy into a project or into a job. You need to really remember to ground yourself, and with all the politics of a working environment, there could be good days, there could be bad days. You can get positive messages sent to you, or you can get a little bit of rocky messages or a little bit of negative messages. But always remember, you need to not let go of yourself, because when we let go of ourself and we start listening to other people's comments or other people's opinions of oneself, then we start losing ourselves, and a position of higher power, it could be very lonely, it could be very stressful. And especially with on a spiritual journey, or just going back into your spirituality, working in a very high stressful position, or even going into a job of leadership, can really take a toll on a person's oneself. But if a person really remembers who they are, because when you go into a meeting that could be very stressful and you're trying to strategize and you're trying to get your company to bring in more revenue, or get more ideas to make the company grow, you're going to have some people agreeing, you're going to have some people not agreeing, until you come together as a team. But in order to come together as a team, you really have to step back and really listen to what's being said. But again, when we have our own opinion and somebody else has another opinion that we might not agree on, our ego starts kicking in and the self-talk starts coming in, and then our ears close and we don't hear the whole true message. And I learned with myself that the type of job that I do can be very demanding on oneself, very exhausting to oneself. So this is why I wanted to make this video, because it actually, when I make these videos for my viewers, it actually uplifts my own inner higher self. So this is why I wanted to do this video. So I know communication is really the key. Communication is really what brings you back to your one self, is when you actually sit back, you listen to what happened into the meeting, or you listen to what happened to the discussion, and you recall it and you just listen and don't say anything, just grasp for what the message is brought to you, you start hearing all the messages that were really there, but at the moment when, you know, our ego kicks in and you don't open your ears, it just like shuts on you sometimes. But when they open again, and then it just like, wow, okay, I get it, I see. And it's okay, because oneself, we can say, you messed up, you should have did it this way, you should have brought the team this way. It's not going to always be rainbows in a work environment. You're going to have some positive days, you're going to have some negative days, but when it's the negative days is when it's truly, we have to really open up and hear the messages that are coming out. And then with, people in leadership, you are like on a YouTube video where everybody's watching you and watching your moves and your actions. So you really have to really focus and center yourself so people can see that it truly comes from the top of the leaders, how the whole vision of the company is. Because when a person from the top of the leadership has their control of oneself, then it kind of trickles and rains effects, and it really helps the whole company. And there was a book that I read that's called Tribal Warriors, and it helps really distinguish the communication with people. I'm sorry, I said Tribal Warriors, but it's called Tribal Leadership, and it's by Dave Logan, John King, Haley Fisher Wright. This book is amazing. It really makes you, it's actually kind of like a spiritual book also, because it talks about different levels of communication with people, and how there's like corporate tribes. We also have tribes, tribal leaderships. It talks about, the stages, how certain people are at different levels, and how they, when they're at a level 1, they're at a level 2, they're at a level 3, it's a level 4. They, you can see how the tribe is doing. And then this actually helps you to be able to communicate, because everybody has within themselves to be a leader. It just has to come out within. And there's some certain individuals that are afraid of leadership, and then there's some individuals that really blossom in leadership. But sometimes when you have the main leader that helps mold the other individuals, it comes out in other individuals. So I know with this book, it really made me understand, just the meaning of what a culture is. And you really have to understand what a culture is in your team in order to be able to give them the gifts. But in order to give people the gifts, you cannot forget of your oneself. So this is really one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video, is that when we lose ourself and consume ourself in work and don't take the time to take your breaks and go off on a walk and regather yourself, especially when you have a meeting that didn't go well, or you're communicating with your higher superiors and you just didn't meet a discussion and you have differences in a strategic plan, you really need to take the time out, refocus. Don't say anything until you really focus, because then our emotions start kicking in, and it's our ego talking, and it's not oneself. It's the ego saying, they're not right. Oh, how could they say this? Oh, it's just a lot of negative self-talk. When you stop and you refocus, or you talk to a friend that can bring you back into the present moment and, make you think that, it could be a learning experience. Everybody's not perfect, everybody messes up, and you can get back right on and go straight forward. And it's a new day, you leave the present moment, and then you pick up, you go back, you take a walk, you reground yourself, and then you're more focused and you're able to be that powerful person, and you don't lose your power. You gain back your power. You get a better rest at night. You're able to wake up and you feel happy, and you start being thankful for everything that you have, because today, in this day of time, we need to be thankful that we all have jobs. The people that do have jobs right now, we need to be thankful and blessed, because there is a lot of individuals right now who do not have a job. So I am so blessed by the divine that I do have a job. So I am blessed of being employed. So the reason why I really wanted to send this message out is, we can have our good days, we can have our bad days, but when it comes back down to it, don't lose your one self. Don't lose your power within. Gain back that power within so that you're able to lead your team better. You're able to focus better. You're able to give to yourself, which is the most important, is to give to oneself, because if we can't give to oneself, we can't give to others. So I want to leave off on that note and say thank you for visiting me. If you like this content, please comment, like, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. And, let me know your comments. I would really love your feedback. And I just wanted to also let you know that if you follow the link below, I am also doing spiritual coaching, which I do one-on-one appointments. So if you follow the link, click on the link, it goes to my website page, Luna Goddess, or it's actually called Luna Diosa. And then you send me an email, I will respond, and then we can schedule a one-on-one meeting. So bye now, my loves. I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful, pleasant day, and don't forget to not lose yourself. Bye now.